Copyright disclaimer.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Bill. This is Trying to Stand, where I try new things in pop culture because I've been living under a rock. I wanted to dip my toes back into music as well as see if there's an interest in me checking out the Netflix show Arcane. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about League of Legends. So yeah, I'm going to be listening to the music of Arcane for the first time. I've gotten a lot of people suggesting this in the past in the comments. And yeah, people seem interested by liking, subscribing, leaving comments of encouragement, all that good stuff. I'd be happy to also do a video checking out the show if people seem into that. My gaming channel is linked in the description, Bill Chill Gaming. I stream there twice a week. I also have my merch store linked in the description, thethirdbill.com, if you want to buy a shirt. Here's one of me looking sad. And speaking of the description, there's also a link there to a card that'll send you to resources for social awareness and education, mental health crisis lines, Trevor Project resources, things like that, should you or someone you know need them. I'm just gonna go in order of the soundtrack. I thought it would start with the Imagine Dragons song, but I guess not. So we're starting with Playground.
Welcome to the playground.
Ooh, but it's also like really upsetting. It's dark, like lulling, seductive kind of quality to it, but like not fun. Oh, but I love the use of percussion. Like, it gives me like a steampunky, which I think is accurate from the two thumbnails I've seen on the Netflix browser. But it almost has this like, not complacent, but like numb to it.
Welcome to the playground.
Ooh, hello. Go up there. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, no, that's good sounding, but painful. Like, that didn't sound, again, like triumphant, "We, the playground." It's like pain, like, ow, like something's wrong. I really like how that sounded. Again, I like the use of percussion where it kind of gave that, like, metal clinging against metal kind of sound. This isn't a fun playground. I'm just gonna take a look at the lyrics real quick. Who told you what was down here? Either we're new or somebody new comes into this area. Who told you what was down here? I've seen your face around here. Oh, so is it like we're already in a bad situation and it's time to delve a little deeper? It gives me this like back alley almost kind of feeling. Unhealthy escapes, we'll say. Yeah, sink into the wasteland underneath. Yeah, so I've seen you around here before. What are you looking for? In the lyrics tells me it's somebody kind of maybe realizing their lot in life. Because again, it has this like, especially those high notes, which were very lovely. It gave me this feeling of, like I said, subdued, used to it, numb, but it goes even further, or a revelation of there being more going on. Oh, whoa. Welcome to the playground. Subdue, and then like a spike of pain, like somebody hit that revelation, or someone just like got lost further. Like everything at face value is bad, and there's a whole nother underbelly to the underbelly. Does that make sense? That high note felt like a painful revelation, not a triumphant one. I thought this was gonna be a lot more fun. I love the sound of it though. Like, it builds such an interesting tone and atmosphere. And yeah, since this is going first, I'm wondering if this is like, once upon a time, things were bad and they're gonna get worse. At first I thought this said Your Love, and I'm like, oh, I love this song. That's not this song. Our Love. Ooh, there we go. That's a little, maybe things are gonna be okay. Or we've gone somewhere else. This feels so different than the last song. Is somebody doing good? This is such a different vibe. It's lovely, thank you. Hello. Ooh. Jinx. Why does this feel so different? Ooh, thank you for giving me some brassy. This is such a different vibe. It's like jarring. Are we lying to ourselves? Are we making do? Or is somebody benefiting from other people's pain? Maybe it's like two people are fighting despite everything going on. We'll make do. The life that we live and the love that I give to her, each day it grows more and more. I'm sure it shows. Well, our love is a bubbling fountain that flows into the sea, deeper than any ocean for eternity. That's good. Maybe it's about insisting on being optimistic through the bad situation of this dark, upsetting, because this didn't have any of the like cool steampunky like percussion vibes. This was all like very jazzy, brass forward. I really liked it. Maybe it's even a naive amount of optimism. I feel like if I listened to this first, I'd be like, ooh, this is nice. Is there a love story involved? We're never quite on the same page, so maybe this is like a budding relationship that's destined to fail, or we're in a completely different setting. I'm not quite sure. I mean, if nothing else, it tells me the story's gonna have layers and different characters coming at the same issue or different issues. It's just a very intense, like, whiplash of mood and energy. And next is Goodbye by Ramsey. Like this is spooky and ominous.
A memory of bloodshed all around.
Oh no.
How could I have ever let you down?
Oh. Yeah, something bad's gonna happen.
Think it's time to say goodbye.
Oh no. I mean, oh yes, the vocal choices, but goodbye like for now or goodbye? Adding in the strings is just freaking me out, but it sounds nice. Yeah, something just came like unraveled. This change is like bad, permanent, lovely performance. Screw that feeling. Whatever this goodbye is, repeating it so many times and also not elaborating further. Like there's no room for see you later or until we meet again. It's just something is ending. But it had like this haunting ghost-like quality to it, which makes me worry that it's something more finite like death, but it didn't end in a concrete way. It kept having that fade, that repetition. It's gonna have a long, painful, we're not ripping the band-aid off. I love the way it sounded. I'm upset from the story I'm pulling out of it. Won't ever leave my memory of bloodshed all around. Well, there you go. And I can see a tear on my father's face before it falls out. You lost your dad, and then it instantly turns, oh, my enemy. My enemy, how could I have ever let you down? Like, that sounds complicated. I let down my enemy? Why would you care what your enemy thinks? The POV's enemy wasn't always their enemy. That tells me betrayal. Something big that we can't come back from. Tell me, where is my home? I don't recognize the faces anymore. This is an intense betrayal or a profound loss. Because, like, where is my home tells me environment change, obviously. Goodbye, whoa. It's time to say goodbye, whoa. We're saying goodbye to all of this at once. So we lost our connection to our family, our connection to our environment, our home, and then also this friend turned enemy? Because, again, why would you let your enemy down? I don't like this feeling. I liked it, though. But damn. And next we have Bones UK, Dirty Little Animals. Ooh, hello? Ooh. Like that's so loud and overwhelming. Like this feels like escapism. Forget all that pain. Yeah, there's something so overwhelming about this. Like, it grooves nicely. Like, it almost sounds like sirens, like red flags, and just, nope.
Never changed, ever same, never going up.
Yeah, we are not processing things well. Like, this really, like, bangs, but it feels so, like, unhealthy. Yeah, that sounded like a crash at the end. Well, either we go to a really cool dentist with banging house music, or we're, masking our pain with bad choices. Especially after that last song feeling so drenched in betrayal and losing everything. This was just so loud and, like I was saying, overwhelming and like that siren kind of feeling. Like that once those electric tones start coming in, it just feels like embracing chaos, like bringing up Novocaine, like I'm numb to this, or what I'm choosing to do just masks and numbs this pain that I'm choosing to ignore. And it feels reckless, it feels indulgent, it feels dangerous and fast. Whatever happened that like kind of dismantled everything you knew, this is now the reckless overcorrection. A substance might be involved, or this feeling of ignoring things and creating chaos is the substance in it of itself. I like that burn that it gave me, but it has such a high velocity that tells me you're numb. It feels like there's a lot going on internally and screw everything else. I love that clash. It felt like someone about to take a minute to reflect and go, nope. Does that make any sense? No, Bill, this is during the prom scene. And here's the song I'm the most worried about copyright, as well as this whole freaking thing. Enemy by Imagine Dragons and J.I.D. Oh, and this one's a music video too, so I won't be staring at lyrics. Aren't you a little young for a bar setting? Hello? That's a spooky way of saying people say nice things. Oh, what's in your mouth? Oh, are these the friends they're gonna fight each other? No, don't fight. No, don't fight. Oh. That escalated.
I'ma tell him I still away, go away when I fly on my drive to the top. I've been out of shape.
Ooh, shit.
Up who the baddest, it don't matter cause we should.
Ah, good for you, but like time went forward? Or is that your sister? No, kiddo. Oh. Yeah, okay, that is you? The concept of everybody wants to be my enemy, everybody's out to get me, and then like how fast, while talented, yes, how fast the rap break was, it felt chaotic, and it feels like that kid just kind of got swept up, or that's her hero or her family. No, because the pink hair, the pillow fight that escalated into not a pillow fight, that conflict escalating, that made me think sisters. Maybe there's 3 sisters? I liked that. It just felt complacent and overwhelming like everything else did, but it felt like a snap had already been made. I'm used to idling at this 10, and then this takes me to like a 15. That pillow fight upset me because it turned into a real fight, and it's like that unresolved conflict growing up, festering into bigger and bigger problems. There's just something about like steampunky futuristic bar kind of setting and this little kid playing with a toy, both a dangerous environment for that kid to be in. That kid could also be the dangerous element. The stakes are getting higher in the visuals as well as in the music. Everyone's out to get me. That kid just being like shrinking back to that kid and being surrounded by carnage, by battle. The art style looks really cool. It was a lot for me to take in one go. But that like feeling of like constantly clenched and ready to fight. Everybody wants to be my enemy. It points the finger back at everyone, and it gives this overwhelming feeling of like, okay, like I'm ready to fight anyone and anything at any point. Like it feels almost paranoid. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Distrust. Like not even wanting to or being ready to sift through and find the good memories, the good times, or the positives. There's just so much pain that's all you can really focus on right now, and you're not even focusing on that well. And especially, again, kids having a pillow fight to kids fighting. They've grown up and they're still fighting, but it's not with pillows anymore. So it feels like a lot of unresolved tension that just grew and grew and grew. You know, teasing turned bullying into this grander conflict. Keeping your guard up, always defending yourself, but like you're just defensive move turned aggressive move, or like countering. Those like hard percussion hits, either like you blocked an attack or you're defending yourself, and then you just turn around and blam. Oh, the misery. Like it hits so sharp. It feels like the fist fights that you see visually. I liked the way that felt because it feels so complicated. The rap break and everything too, like it just felt like all these, like it's moving so fast, like all these different thoughts, like you're just getting it all out. Like it feels, like I said, constantly clenched and like ready to go, whether you're hurting someone with your words or you got your dukes up. Next is Wood Kids Guns for Hire. Damn, we took another energy dip. These rises and dips in energy are fascinating. Ooh! Yeah, we are passing a point of no return. How could something else bad happen? I feel like so much bad already happened. We lost everything. We're still pushing lower. Of course, the camera dies as I'm still listening to this. The visuals from the Enemy music video really helped here, but this would have done it by itself. It gives me this headspace of like consequences of the past. The POV isn't taking this in, it's pointing it out. You play with your blocks until they break. This path is tragic, but it was so avoidable. You're out of time, make your move. It feels like somebody miscalculated or didn't grasp the situation. The song's about losing control control. You used people, you betrayed people, and now it's all falling apart around you. The human condition, the human existence, a person, that's an X factor. You never truly know what somebody's capable of, not capable of, what they will and won't do under planned or unplanned situations, and it just feels like everything's burning and crumbling down in front of you. Losing power, losing control, both the puppet and the puppet master. That's interesting. And I want to know what happened now. There's nothing to focus on, but, well, you lit the fuse. You can't undo the things you put in motion. You're knocking down dominoes, and something stopped, something deviated, something went wrong. You weren't looking at the big picture. That's an interesting concept. I like how that's layered, because, again, this could have been a song about the puppet losing control, or the puppet master realizing they don't have control over the puppet, but it was everything at once. Everything came burning down. That's interesting. So yeah, conclusion from start to go so far is something bad happened, something else bad happened, something worse happened, and then because of the bad thing and the other bad thing, the worst thing got worse and the bad thing stayed bad. Next is Misfit Toys. Ooh. Is this gonna be fun?
I declare war.
No.
It's hard to give back while the politicians kick back.
Oh. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I told you not to play with the misfit toys.
Ooh. Okay, power shift.
Our neighborhoods held us hostage.
Ooh. These lyrics are incredible and upsetting. And that's reality is upsetting. That might be my favorite song so far. I've said this a lot in previous videos when lyrics get very direct. I appreciate how direct that is. It's not convoluted by much metaphor. Certainly a division of class, which then can feed into a whole lot of different elements and experiences, unfortunately. There's something about like taking that power back. You lower your voice. Our neighborhoods held us hostage was a lyric that really stood out to me, like areas that don't receive the attention and care and assistance that they need to even build to an equal playing field as others. It's hard for me to talk about because I'm not an expert in these things by any means. My degree was in musical theater, being held hostage by our neighborhood, right? Our neighborhood held us hostage. Yeah. And then that's real. Yeah, no shit. I really don't think there's been a lot of room left for navigation and theory and analysis. It's right there for you, and I appreciate that a lot. And next is Dynasties and Dystopia.
In this Gothic underground city.
Ooh.
Kick your butt, go run amok, then paint my nails.
That's a busy day. Kick your butt, paint my nails, run amok.
Hold still, but like back then.
Ooh. That f***s. This feels like a fighting song. Use our words.
Talk back till it's not back.
But like, oh, the way that feels is so nice. This might be my favorite song. Holy shit. The vibe I was getting from this song shifted drastically, because first I thought Dynasties and Dystopia, war, clashing ideologies, and it is all those things. But then the further it got in, the more it felt less like two groups with opposing ideologies, and it started to feel more like two people. This felt more like an argument. Somehow it just felt more and more personal. Chaos and order, and then like a clash of like two people who want to lead. Like suddenly it felt more like a duel clashing over ideologies than a battle or a war. Does that make any sense? Everything I know I am, you should go and save yourself. Thought you had my number, huh? Congratulations, you played yourself. Yeah, it suddenly be like, you. It still feels like individual and, again, a clash of ideologies. Dynasty and Dystopia. Something constructive and something chaotic clashing. Like, this felt like a fight song, unless it's some really intense and really cool bake-off for the future of humanity. I loved the way that felt. Like, holy damn, that, like, pure energy and adrenaline. It had that feeling of, like, personal pain and conflict, like two diamonds clashing against each other. Like, it didn't back down. It didn't relent. It just kept going, and it's like, you're gonna help me, you're gonna get my way. If you're in my way, you're... Damn, I really liked that. What's next? Snakes. Damn, yeah, I wasn't under the impression that the song Snakes would be about, you know, let's go to the zoo. Damn. Damn. Hey, I'm like stressed. I mean, I could hear your rage, but I love this, like, punk rock feeling. Like, holy shit. Just slam your feelings around, like, let it out. Oh, shit. You're jumping to this painful conclusion. Like, it just feels like not being in the headspace to listen to it. Like, there's just so much pain. Puns about snakes aside, it's full of, like, venom and hurt. Justified or not justified, it's still someone wanting to have a conversation, and the POV just keeps lashing out. No, you're a snake. Like, I can't. Whatever the reality is, I don't want to hear it. This is the pain I'm feeling. Does that make sense? Like, we've left a realm of reconciliation. It's gone too far for too long or unnoticed, or there's more going on here. But just that lashing out, that was intense, and I liked that intensity. And everything was going so well up until this point. Next is When Everything Went Wrong. Again, I ask, what was going right before this? Ooh, yeah, it is. It has that western-y kind of vibe to it. There's a word for it, and I'm forgetting it. Ooh, thank you for that. I love that genre shift. Again, I feel like I've just been picking up on so much conflict and pain and whole classes and groups of people being neglected and ignored, manipulation, and then this is where everything went wrong. It kind of almost felt all the way back to that kind of jazzy number earlier, still clinging on to that hope of we'll set aside our differences and save the world and do something good, and then just, oh, somebody thought we can talk this out and realized, no, we can't. I liked the way it sounded. That's not a complaint that it sounds so different. It's just so interesting because it feels like someone so far removed from the conflict just kind of coming in and like, I can fix it, or let's use our words. Oops. That's interesting. I want to see that turn. But I like that feeling, not everybody being on the same page, somebody kind of maybe naively or unrealistically hoping this isn't as bad as everybody's making it out to be, and then getting hit with this dose of reality and slowly coming to terms with that new assessment. Does that make sense? I hope so. And we're closing out the night with What Could Have Been by Sting. Sting? Featuring Ray Chen. Sting?
I am the monster you created.
Oh, this doesn't sound good.
I gotta kill the part of me that's sore.
Oh, this isn't gonna end well, is it? Yeah, this is it. This is not... I don't think the show ends on a happy note.
Don't you love who I am?
Oh, this shift feels painful and devastating and finite, like just letting go of it all. Okay, strings. Going this classical makes me think it has like such a painful goodbye.
What could have been?
Ooh, that was pain. Pain, the story. The song was lovely. It was very haunting and beautiful, and it just felt like tired, defeated, over it, but like getting in the last word. I want you to lose like I lose when I play What Could Have Been. Even if you could go back, there's not a point in time where I wasn't the one being hurt or used or wronged. I don't know. I need to look at those lyrics. I'm a monster you created. You ripped out all my parts. Like, yeah, you made me this way. The POV didn't have, like, any control. Maybe this is just somebody who lost too much. And yeah, why don't you love who I am, what we could have been? Like, you pushed me farther and farther, like, manipulated me or used me. You made me who I am, and you can't love who I am. I tried making you happy, and it just won't ever work out. Yeah, it feels like somebody who did so much for others, neglecting themselves, and then realizing what's left of me after giving so much, you don't even want it or like it. You can't love me who I am. Like, I am the consequences of your choices and your actions. We can't ever go back to how things were or who we were. Like, if I'm truly who I am, you won't accept me. And if I'm lying to be who you want me to be, I won't be able to accept myself or feel like myself. And it's interesting. It's not we lost so much. I want you to lose. So like, you still have something good. You've gained something from me or from others. I have nothing. Like, it feels like the POV is saying I want revenge and I don't have it in me to do what you did to me. It was lovely. I'm really surprised that Sting was here. What's up, Sting? Like, this was really interesting. I hope the show is good. Netflix has been cutting back so much on animation lately. I wanted to do something to help lift up the animated projects. This was really eye-opening. It makes me really interested in watching the show. Let me know if you want to see that. or hear my thoughts on it. I really like how grounded everything feels, and it feels like it's taking its messages and tone very seriously. I was expecting a little more fun, but that's on me. I made an assumption, and I learned. That's why we make this content, Bill, because you don't know what's going on anymore. I still think Dynasties and Dystopia is my favorite right now. That might change after I edit this and listen to these songs a lot more than once a piece. But I'm interested to see what your thoughts were on my thoughts, anything that I missed in the comment section down below. Views and likes and shares and comments of encouragement would encourage more Arcane content in the future. I have a gaming channel linked to my description, Bill Chill Gaming. I stream there twice a week. Speaking of the description, there's also a link there to a card that you send to resources for social awareness and education, mental health crisis lines, Trevor Project resources, things like that. Should you or someone you know need them. My energy just left me after that finale, so I'm sorry that this outro is so lackluster, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you next time I upload or go live. Be safe out there, wear a mask if you choose to go out, be mindful of others, and remember to take care of yourselves, please.